One. Welcome to the premiere episode of the New Normal channel. What is the New Normal channel, you ask? It's a channel for people that have had some kind of traumatic change to their body where they have been forced to live a new normal. This applies to cancer survivors, diabetics, veterans, etc. Anybody who has had a change to the way they live, their what they've done for most of their lives, the way they live to adapt. They have to for the new body that they have and their body's changing needs. What? Oh, who am I? My name is Tara. I'm 46 years old from Washington State. I'm a 12. Go Hawks. I am wife to an amazing person and my kids are my joy. I currently have one cancer battle won, and I'm about to win another. In 2014, I was diagnosed with stage 2 cancer, breast cancer. I got lucky. They found it so quickly. I went for my first and last mammogram. But it's important that you go to the mammogram because if I hadn't, they wouldn't have found it. So that's important to note. After that, there was a whirlwind of doctors and surgeries. Then the chemo. 9 months of chemo and 10 surgeries later. I was declared cancer-free. Yay me. I was also missing my breast and 7 of my lymph nodes, which caused my right hand to start swelling. Different. Almost immediately it started swelling. And I was told to go to physical therapy for lymphatic massages so that I could get because what the lymph nodes do is they control your body's fluid amount and flow. And when they took out the lymph nodes in my right side, it caused the flow to back up. So I have a problem with swelling in my right hand and arm. And turns out that this wasn't for a while thing. It was for the rest of my life. I have to keep going to various things to make sure that I keep my hand down because I can have infections inside if something tears, or if I get a bruise, or if I tear something or something. Because of this swelling, if I have anything happen to this hand, I'm at risk for toxic shock. So, isn't that fun? And but I have to. Originally, I was going to the physical therapy massages like once a week. But as many of you know, that gets expensive really fast. So I had to stop. But I did have a compression sleeve that I wore. It went all the way up to here, and it went all the way to here. And a glove that I had for the swelling in my hand and arm. And it was all for my hand and arm. I admit it. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I was ordered to wear it 24/7. But I couldn't sleep with it on. Every time I turned over or I leaned on it or I lay on it, you know how when you sleep on your side, I would lose all feeling in my arm because I was cutting off circulation. And at the time, I was working a great deal with computers, spreadsheets, orders, that kind of thing. So I had to type very fast. And the glove, because the glove was so big and bulky, it was cutting down my typing speeds to almost half. It took me forever to type something out, and it was just maddening. And the worst of it all, the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom. I had to either take off the glove every time I went to the bathroom or use the other hand, left hand, which, by the way, my left hand is not my dominant hand. And I'd still have to take off the glove to wash my hands. It was only 1 month of doing this. And my physical therapist said that I was wearing through my glove already because I was constantly taking it off and putting it on, taking it off, putting it on. I had to order another, she said. Insurance said I only get one glove per calendar year. So, I know, stupid. After talking to some people, I tried use the other hand and just spray the gloved hand with disinfectant, meaning I don't touch anything with my right hand, just my left, and then I go and I wash my left hand as best as I can. And afterwards I use the antiseptic and stuff like that. I was desperate, okay? It was grossing me out. I did realize after a while that it was stupid and just stopped wearing the sleeve and the glove. I couldn't wear the sleeve without the glove because then the sleeve stopped here, which caused all the fluid to build up in my hand. So I had to wear the glove with it so that it wouldn't build up in my hand. So the trade-off was I have to get massages every couple of weeks to keep the swelling down. And no sodas, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You shouldn't drink them anyway. I mean, everything says they're bad for you. So anyway, fast forward to now, and I was diagnosed with stage 2 gastric cancer in January 2019, which means more surgeries and more chemo, which, by the way, I am currently wearing. See, I am currently going through chemo. There's my port, and I'm plugged in. This particular chemo for the gastric cancer, I have to wear my chemo. I go in for a couple hours of chemo, and then I have to take chemo home with me so that it can pump into me for 48 hours straight. There's also the reality of having a new normal again. You know, after I had the mastectomy and the lympho, I had to figure out how to get my hand working again and how to watch myself on not having too much fluid buildup, and, you know, watch how much I sweat, because then I could build up fluid and just, yeah. But with this one, they're going to be removing some or part of my stomach soon. I'm waiting on a genetic test to come back. By the way, did you know, fun fact, did you know that there is a gene that connects breast cancer and stomach cancer? Yeah, it's one gene for both of them. And if you have that gene, you are guaranteed to get one or the other. So if I have that gene, they already took the breast, that's gone, that's fine. But if I have that gene, then they have to take the entire stomach, which means they'll be attaching my lower intestine to my esophagus, and I will eventually be able to eat solid foods-ish. But I don't know if I'm there yet. Now, for other people that have their entire stomach gone, you know, they've reported that they were able to live some very nice lives. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So either way, it will be a dramatic change from what I've been used to so far. And that got me to thinking about the other people I've seen and spoken to who are survivors of cancer. I started researching not only my disease, but also what life is going to be like after. You know, I found tons of websites where people share pictures and stories, like I said, but I couldn't find video of some of their hacks to get around. I read about one lady who, after her stomach was removed, she went on to run marathons, and she was very motivational. She really was. I mean, after reading her blog, I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Yes. But I really wanted to see a video of her doing that, or even what she makes on a day-to-day to support her nutrition and be able to exercise. Because when you're exercising, as we all know, when you are exercising, you need adequate nutrition. You have to. So I want to know what she does. And, you know, not to put too fine a point on it, you know, How does she go running and handle possible dumping syndrome, which is when you just suddenly, it is exactly what it sounds like, actually. If you have any kind of gastric surgery and you have dumping syndrome, it is exactly what it sounds like. So, and that actually got me to thinking about everyone who has been impacted by limb or organ removal. All of us have gone through something major, and all of us had to change the way we live to accommodate that. Now, by all of us, I mean every one of us that has had a part of our body taken from us because of one reason or another. And that could be because it was cancerous, because it grew wrong, because you were born without it, because it was blown off in an IUD. I don't know. But every single one of us that has something missing had to change the way we live to accommodate that missing piece. And I want people to make sure that they remember that just because there's a little less of you doesn't mean that there's nothing else there. We are not the sum of our parts, we are the whole of the design. So, so I'm going to challenge everyone watching. I want you to send me your workarounds. If you're missing a leg, I want to know how you changed your house. You know, and did you do the work yourself? My God, send me do-it-yourself videos. Yes. I'm a short person. If you've figured out certain things to do that could help me because you are a paraplegic, I'm 5'3". You know, I really come to about the head of people, like a 6-foot man in a wheelchair. So what you do, I could really use. I want you to send me that. Send me the video. Just send me the raw video. I don't care, if you've messed up or anything like that. I'll edit the post if you give me your permission. I can do that. I can edit your posts and I can slap them up on my YouTube channel so people can watch you. And, I of course will give a shout out and stuff like that. And I'll give permission and I'll introduce and stuff. But I want cooks. I want people that, diabetics, you have a low carb lifestyle. I have a friend of mine that has the same lifestyle. She is not diabetic, but she has to live a low carb lifestyle because of the gastric bypass surgery that she had. So she makes the most amazing things. And I challenge further because I myself am allergic to coconut. And I know that there are people out there, even diabetics, who have tree nut allergies. I want people to come up with recipes that, okay, diabetics. What happens if a diabetic is also needing low sodium? Because, heart disease hand in hand. We need flavor for the people, right? Right? And also for the people missing stomachs. I want to know what you're eating. For other people, I want to show you this right here. This bag is a purse that I was given by some very good friends of mine. I have appropriated this purse. I got this purse in 2014. And if you see right here, I used to take it with me to my chemo back then. And I've kind of put this purse on hold, but I break it out every time there's a Comic-Con in town. But I have now appropriated this purse for my take-home chemo. And I'll tell you why. It looks better than that stupid other thing it had, the other one. Plus, the strap on the other one was too short. There's my chemo. My take-home chemo that I'm attached to for the next 48 hours. But yeah, this thing, I love it. It's perfect. It's great for my chemo. I can put it across the strap, across me diagonally. The strap is more than long enough. It's got pockets on the side. I think it's great. I tend to think that people who have colostomy bags, like ladies who have colostomy bags, those things are big and bulky in the clothing. It's ridiculous. Why do they have to go in the clothing? Mainly because of the smell. Well, I'm pretty sure that there's somebody out there that could design a colostomy bag and a cover for the tube because I mean, let's see, this is not you don't go out to dinner with this. No, 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 no. But I'm sure there's some way that there can be a cover or something that can be put on these tubes or the colostomy tubes or a bag that's insulated so that you don't have to worry about smells or leaks. I'm sure there's somebody out there that can do that. If you're out there, you know, send me a message. Just let me know. Anyway, anyone who's made the change, send me your video. Hit me up, let me know that you want to do it. I will send you information. Otherwise, have a great day and make sure to live your life. Thanks, people.